until she was 17.
And she finally told.
She finally decided she would go out and date and got a boyfriend, and she told him.
You raped her when she was how old?
I was 14, so she would have been 11. I was molesting her in her bed, and her mother walked in, saw me getting out of her bed, and asked me what was going on. I said, well, I was just giving her a good night snuggie. And she thought that was a little weird. I mostly denied what had happened.
After you got caught, it still didn't stop you.
How I made it okay was I told myself that she wanted this, that she enjoyed me molesting her, that it wasn't me molesting her, it was a relationship. And I told myself her parents had forced her to admit to it, and she didn't want any of this bad thing to happen to me, because once my parents were alive, I was got in a lot of trouble. That's what allowed me to continue. And during the whole time I was in trouble, I was, of course, withholding my attention from her. So she was starved and primed and ready for me to molest her when I started again.
And so then you could go even farther.
And then I could go even farther.
And that's when there was...
That's what I think more than anything allowed me to rape her the first time.
Do you see any difference between molestation and actual rape? Do you all?
No. The emotional effects are nearly identical, I would think. It's a matter of the methodology causing the damage, not the amount of damage.
Yeah, thank you for saying so. Because if you're 5 years old, or 6 years old, or 7 years old, or 10 years old, maybe even still 14 years old, you don't even know what it is. You don't have a name for it. So it doesn't matter if you're using a hand, you're using another object, or you're using your penis. It's all the same thing. So you know that now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
No, and I did not know that at the time.
At the time, did you use the vaginal penetration as the last bastion, the last wall to penetrate, the last, as long as you can hold up?
It was how I was framing it to myself. It was the ultimate consummation of our relationship. And that's what I told myself.
Later, David talks about how his abuse impacted his victim in a way I've never heard anyone describe. And now here's Robert, who says he raped 4 young girls, describing his first rape. He was 18, his victim 12.
I was walking home and she was with a group of friends and she came up to me.
Did you know she was 12?
At that time, no.
You didn't want to know?
No, I didn't want to know. We started talking and stuff, and I found out then that she was 12. We started messing around.
The first person before this person.
And I raped her right there on the shore of the river.
Molested
So the other
girl at 11.
Yes.
You knew all of this. So everybody.
And now this person is saying he
is such
molested
an
her
important part. That was part of the educational part that we really wanted to get across.
when
Is,
she was 12.
you know, that whole stranger danger myth.
Some guys are hiding in the bushes, but 90%.
Oprah's
Yeah,
interviewing
90% are not.
them,
They're
they're
able to
talking
molest and rape
about their
victims because they have a relationship, because they know
experiences.
them, because they can set them up.
They took sex
Because there's trust.
far.
They knew their victims and they earned their trust.
They
You
took
like that?
it too
Talk about
far.
that.
They took it too far.
Up next, so what is it that you see in that child that allows you to believe you can get away with it?
The answer is something every parent needs to hear next.